The very best tool in your arsenal as a self-defender is a life dedicated to situational awareness. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of the Dominican Republic. This one here is a potential attempted mugging that's not going to go very well for the muggers. Going to learn some important lessons here about the importance of situational awareness and curiosity in your space. Number two, we're going to think some here about what is brandishing and what is preparing for an imminent threat. And number three, we're going to learn somewhat what the definition of successful self-defense is. Just an everyday family gathering here. The guy on the left is our self-defender, and you see him pay attention, and he's aware of these guys coming by. And as they do, you can see him reach in his waistband here, and they turn around. And what we're going to see here is that he has actually drawn a firearm, and because they see that firearm, they just go back on up the street no matter what. They're not going to mess with it. You can see him there, kind of wait for them to turn around because we have two angles of it, and off they go. Now, there are 8 lessons for this particular incident on our website. I want to talk about the most important ones here. First of which is that he's actually carrying his gun, which is fantastic. It can't help you if you don't have it on your person. Next, he's aware, is that you see him here. He's having a good time. He's not paranoid, but he's aware of what's going on around him. He looks to his right here, and he sees these guys coming. Now, you might say, wait a minute, what threat did they present? But in many places, 2 guys on a moto like that are definitely a threat. So he gets his hand on his gun here, and he gets it out because he knows that there might very well be problems coming his way in this particular incident. Now, we're going to see them make this turn here, and I think you might be able to see here that the guy on the back of the bike has something in his left hand here. I'm not 100%, but, I think that he might. And also, you note here, if these guys were just buzzing down the road, they'd have just kept buzzing down the road. The fact that they turn around says they were most likely a threat. Now, you notice here, you can see he's got the gun in his right hand. It's at his side. He's not making menacing gestures or anything. He's just preparing for what might come. And you can see that they both see the fact that he is on them and that he is prepared. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is you can see that he's got the gun out, and now he's got to get 2 hands on it because he's carrying that gun unchambered. So he had to chamber that firearm to get it ready to use in the moment. I always recommend that you carry your firearm chambered in case you don't have this kind of time. Thankfully, he did, so that's not an issue here. And you notice that he keeps that gun down at his side. He's not threatening with it. He's not, drawing it in a rude, a threatening, and aggressive manner. So you got to check your state laws on brandishing. You got to check your individual jurisdiction on what exactly brandishing is and what it's not in your neck of the woods. Where I live in Arizona, this wouldn't meet the definition of brandishing because he thought that it might be immediately necessary to use his firearm against a potential deadly threat. And in this instance, I think he did okay. But as I say, make sure you check your local laws if this is okay in your jurisdiction so that you too can cover your asp.